Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for tuning back in. In today's video, we are working back at a secret location. It's been in previous content and we can't really say what it is. You probably know where it is, but we're not allowed to say where it is. We've got James, who is going to be taking over the content about halfway through the video. He's with Jay actually. They're loading up the vans now, ready for today's work. We've got some dropper columns. We've got some street lights. We've got to change using a column dropper. First time we've done that. It's quite an interesting bit of kit. That's going to be coming up later on in the video. And then towards the latter part of the video, we've got classic prank. James pulled a classic prank on Jay. It is the first time I watched it in the content. Honestly, my eyes were streaming watching it, so please stay tuned for that. It is absolutely classic. If you like the content, give it a like and remember to subscribe. Otherwise, sit back, beer, crisp, peanuts, enjoy the content. Donning a very special moustache, which is basically human flesh. Something like this, it doesn't really have to be armoured either.
So you're stuck with me, unfortunately. I'm pooping my pants because
you were taking the absolute mick.
2 packs of cookies.
James is touching my leg.
I have had to get good with spiders, I'll be honest. Jay's humping the pole. Just give it a good tug.
He's having a shocker, lads.
Now, you'll notice that I'm donning a very special moustache this month. Now, we are doing this for men's health, okay? So we're doing it for prostate cancer, you know, all of those things to look after the old chap downstairs. But we do need your help because we are raising money for it. So, first thing you've got to do is decide which type of moustache you want me to wear, whatever you think looks more suitable. Okay, so at the moment I've gone for the Hulk Hogan look, this one here. I could alternatively go for the full-on Tom Selleck look, this one here. So it's really down to you to decide which one you want, okay? So let me know, put it all in the comments below, give me your feedback. I know it kind of looks, actually I don't mind it, I think it looks all right. Penny thought it was hideous. So it really is down to you guys, but I'm gonna leave a link to a GoFundMe page. All right, we're gonna raise money for men's health, okay, to keep our old chaps in check, okay? So anything you donate is gonna go straight to charity. Right, everybody, good morning, welcome back. We're in the city today. We're, don't normally come down this neck of the woods. James and Jay are working over in Essex this morning. They're working on a contract, this new contract we've got over in Essex. I'm over in the city by Tottenham Court Road, actually. I've got a job here putting some extra sockets under a metal false floor. So I'm gonna go upstairs, I'm gonna get set up, sit back, relax, beer, crisp, peanuts, hit like, and let's get the video started. Right, so what we've got, I'm trying to be quiet because there are a considerable number of people working in this building just outside these glass walls. We've got these acoustic panels which I'm sort of suspended like this, and basically they've got these, this is a new one, but they've got these LED uplighters. So they've got these metal downlighters underneath this acoustic raft, but they also want to light the upside as well. So they've got these little LED lights here which are just vibing up here. We've got these click connectors which we've just got to connect them into. So we've got 2 on each acoustic panel. In fact, you can see the old ones there. Those are the old ones and they've just died, so we've just got to take them out and just replace them. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. We've only got to connect 1 per click connector because on the other end of the LED it's just plug and play, so you just connect, you just daisy chain as many as you want. So I'm going to do that and I should be back in a mo. Okay, so that's the idea. They're just going to have 1 here and 1 your side, and they're just going to be up here vibing and chilling. And we'll just repeat that process across all these panels. This is what I was saying about clicks. They're great for commercial environments where you're doing stuff like this, where lights are constantly changing, rooms are changing and adapting. It's super simple, just click, 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 click. You can just make what you want. So for that, clicks, you do see them in domestic properties, but it's unusual. Normally when you see them in domestic places, you see them on downlights, but for stuff like this, clicks are just the go-to thing. They're just brilliant. So let me put one on your side and we'll catch up in a mo. Right, we've now finished in that room next door and we're now in the room called Grey Box. So same thing again, fitting down below, and then you've got a couple of lights up above with these strip lights. So they actually supplied them. Where are they actually? Yeah, there's a pair of new ones we've got to put up, so we'll find those and I'll see you upstairs in a sec. I fitted a couple of years ago some Aurora N-Light sprites. And they were like the first ones I fitted, which were like the fully enclosed downlights, so you can't replace it, you replace the whole fitting. And they were advertised as having, let me get this right, they were advertised as having, I think it was a 50,000 hour warranty, I think. So, I mean, it's very difficult to prove, how do you prove how long something's been on? But I fitted them, and the customer rang me up the other week saying some of them have started failing. And I went out there and we worked it out. The customer has them on roughly 12 hours a day. So we worked it out that 12 hours a day, they'd lasted 4.7 years since I fitted them. They had a 3-year warranty, so they did 4.7 years, but it wasn't bad. And the customer understood it, but the problem with LEDs is like, oh, I thought they were supposed to last ages, once you fit them, you never have to change them. And I'm like, well, there's a lot of hype about that. It's not quite, you have fitted them nearly 5 years ago, and when you think a halogen lasts only a couple of months, these have actually done really well. So when I explained it like that, they were all right, but there is definite, with customers and clients, there's a major misconception that LED just lasts indefinitely, which isn't true. So I did have to explain that. I said, look, these don't last indefinitely. You have got to replace it. You haven't got a choice. That one should now work. Yes. All right, these are just gonna sit up here and vibe. Just get a mouthful of dust, which is basically human flesh. Let's have a look at the plan and see where the next job is. Right, peeps. Now, what we're doing here is we've got a false floor here with our floor lifter. They want a couple of extra sockets, just some metal clad ones like this under the floor. So they do have floor sockets in some areas, but I think for the most time what they've got, I'll show you down there in a bit, they've just basically cut a hole out with a plastic surround and they just pass all the wires through it. So they've just got sockets like this under the floor. They just basically sit on the concrete. So all we're going to do, they've got a new row of desks going in here. They just want 4 more sockets like this, just 1, 2, 3, 4 dotted all the way down. And I'm just going to use a little bit of high tough, which is this stuff here. High tough it's great stuff if you want just an easier alternative to armoured. It's not as heavy duty as armoured, but in somewhere like this, it doesn't really have to be armoured either. It's just imagine a really heavy duty flex. That's kind of what it is. But it's fantastic for stuff like this. I actually prefer working with flex than T&E, because flex, like if you terminate these two here into a socket, it's just super, they're so flexible, it's just super easy to terminate. With T&E, it's just, I mean, it's fine, nothing wrong with it, but it's harder to work with. Flex is just, especially if you get a good quality flex, it's just lovely to work with. And also, I mean, this is a 2.5 high tough, so because it's basically a flex, it's actually a 2.5 flex actually has a higher current carrying capacity than its twin earth counterpart. So it's like a win-win for me. It's brilliant. But yeah, it's just lovely to work with. It's so easy to terminate, especially if you're doing things like grid switches. Sometimes when I'm running twin and earth, you'll run twin into the grid, twin out of the grid, but going between all the switches, I'll switch over to a bit of flex just because it just makes it easier. Right, so sit wrap. Where we are is we've terminated these as far as we can go for a second, because I can't turn the power off to any of this stuff because everyone's using the PCs down just over here. So what I'll do, I'll leave this little plan on the screen now, but basically this is the existing ring, which is pretty much here at the moment. So all we've done is just extended it. We're just going to disconnect it, extend it to one socket just under that table, and then another 4 sockets on this row of tables just here. So we're basically just making a big loop essentially. So I can't go any further with that today because we can't turn the power off here. So what I am going to do is we're going to shoot down to what I think is called the penguin area, and we've got a few more sockets down there to go and fit. I might be able to turn off, in fact I can't turn off down there either, so it's all going to have to be done in the morning. So I can run all the cabling in now and do all the prep work for it. It just means I can't turn any of it off at the moment because they're using all the PCs and stuff. Yeah, I'll see what I can do down there. I'll update you in a little while.
Day 2.
Yo, what's happening everyone? So Tom's a little bit busy today, so you're stuck with me unfortunately, but we're back at this place which I can't tell you the name of, so we'll see you inside. Alright, so we're just carrying on from what Tom was doing yesterday. Just basically just metal clad socket. We've extended the ring because they was using a lot of extension leads, so obviously it's better just to add in some more sockets. So yeah, I'll see you again in 5 minutes. I'll get these couple connected up now. and speak to you again. So as you guys know, I pranked Tom on the last video, which cameraman will leave up here somewhere. Every time a camera's in my face now, I'm pooping my pants because I don't know when they're getting me back. So this morning they asked me, he said, "Oh, mic up, cameraman's coming here." I was like, "Right, where's this going? What's happening?" But so far I'm safe. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We're on the second job now. We just finished the sockets, extending the ring, done all the testing. When we was testing on the R1R2, camera guy plugged it in, tested the R1R2, I had like 2.3 on that one and then 0.16 on that one. So I was like, that's a bit strange. So I thought, must be a faulty socket. So disconnect that one on, put another brand new socket on, exactly the same thing. It was like 3.6 ohms on that one, 1.6 on that. So I was like, okay, that's weird. Two brand new sockets. So I was like, right, put a link in, Live Earth, put it on, exactly the same thing. So I was like, that's dodgy. So in the end, done another socket and it was fine. So what's the chances of 2 faulty sockets in one batch, I guess? I don't know, but it's a weird one. All right, so this is the second job now. We just got to terminate 2 datas. I can show you how I do it. I know Tom was showing you plenty of times how he does it, but maybe check on a time lapse or whatever and we'll see how I do it. Right, so you know we all have those like nights where you just can't get to sleep. Well, I had one of them the other night and I think I came up with a little good idea, but someone's probably already thought of it, but don't worry about that. Imagine like Uber or Deliveroo or whatever, delivered materials. Like we spent like an hour this morning just getting materials just for little things like 2 data modules or whatever. But imagine paying £3, they go to cities or Screwfix or whatever for you. Get on the moped, drive them over, and they meet you at the property, the house, whatever you're working. That £3 you spend on just paying them to deliver is saving you an hour on the job, which is whatever you charge, I guess. But I just thought it was a good idea that where you order food, you have the same sort of concept, but for materials. I get like 3 meter lengths of trunk, and that's a bit more different, unless they buy Sprinter vans or whatever. But I just thought it was a nice little idea that should happen. All right, just screw this up now, and we're gonna go and grab some food, and I got a little idea what we're gonna play. Only a little prank on Jay just to smooth him into things, and let's see if he falls for it. All right, so we're just about to get Jay on a little prank and see if he knows about this one.
You alright?
Jay-o, you alright?
Yeah, man, you know.
Yeah, that's all right. Only a quick one. I know we're on a job tomorrow together.
Yeah.
You know, in your grommet tray on the van.
Yes.
Can you just check if you've got any the ones they go inside, but the Wallaces like?
The what?
Sir, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah, you're just breaking up. Do you want the grommets to go inside? You know? James?
Hello?
Hello? I can hear you now.
Hang on, I need to reset.
Hello?
Alright, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, yeah.
Yeah, if you've got any of the Wallaces to go with the grommet in your fixings trays.
What are they? I don't know what you're on about.
They like sit inside the, like the grommet, you got that.
Let me send you a picture of it and you can have a look.
Yeah, have a look, because they should be next to them, like, they sit inside, they're just Wallaces. They might even be labelled up in there. Oh, he's put on me.
Yo.
Yeah, I just spoke to Tom, he hasn't got any either. But
Alright.
have you got to go the oil sealers at all today?
Yeah, not at a minute, no. But if you send me what you want, I can do it on the way back if I get back.
If don't panic if you haven't got time, but if you do go in for any reason, just ask for some 20mm Wallaces.
Alright, Wallace's, yeah?
Yeah. May as well get another box of grommets as well.
Alright, well I'll show you what's on my tray. I'll send you a picture and then you can have a look and see if they're in there.
Yeah, so just some 20mm Wallace and grommets.
Alright.
Alright, cheers, Jake.
No worries.
Alright, catch you in a bit. Ta. Yeah, sorry to bother you again. I know you're probably stressing, like. Yeah, when you check that, I see in the fuses box if you've got any pre-blown ones as well.
Alright.
If not, obviously, while you get the Wallaces and grommets, get some of them.
Alright, if you write it down on WhatsApp as well, something that I'll also get.
Alright, I'll text you over now. Yeah.
Alright, nice one.
Alright, cheers.
Cool, nice one.
Catch you a bit. Ciao.
Alright, James.
Oh, you right, Matt?
Yeah, how you doing, bot?
Yeah, not too bad, Matt.
Right, these you were having me on with those Wallaces and fuses.
What, pre-blown fluses?
Because I went in there and every single one of those CEF employees laughed in my face.
What do you mean?
I said, can I get some pre-blown fuses? And they were like, that's not a thing. And they laughed. They were like, sometimes you might have a newer on, mate.
Oh. Well,
So,
what about the
yeah.
Wallaces?
And the same with them, mate. They were like, the only thing we know is grommets. And I said, well, it's a type of grommet. And he was like, I don't know. So I've got 20 mil, the ones with a hole that you can poke through, and one that's like just a cover. So I guarantee you were taking the absolute mick.
So they didn't have any Wallaces and grommets. You did not go into cities and that's a guy.
No, to be fair, I knew the Wallaces were a piss take, right? So I said, look, lads, I've not been in the game for a while. Yeah, I've only been here a few weeks. So I reckon the Wallaces are a piss take. I said, but I'm not sure about the pre-blown fuses. And they just fucking laughed in my face.
I do feel bad now. I am sorry, but at the same time, I'm not.
It's alright. It's alright. So I kind of was on the ball with the Wallaces, and then I was like, I'm just gonna double check with the fuse, the pre-blown fuses, and I was like, I don't know. I think they have me on, and they were fucking in stitches.
Alright, no worries, I'll speak to you in a bit, I'll pick them up myself. Alright, catch you in a bit. No, I feel so bad. Oh, that's class. Yeah, so there's that. Right, it is now 5:30. Tom has took the tube back and we're left to drive another hour or so back now. So me and the camera guy are starving, so I've picked up chicken tikka and bhaji meal deal. I haven't tried this, so see what that's like. Dairy milk chocolate bar. 2 packs of cookies because the price was so cheap. So that's steal. Robinson's raspberry and apple squash. Good drink actually, to be fair. I've had this quite a lot. But yeah, so now we've got a long drive. So 2 back of the unit.
Day 3.
Oh, that did not sound good already.
That's fine, don't worry. James is touching my leg.
So your coffee with cream in. It's very nice.
I can't say his name.
That's the one I saw about that cup. It goes red when it's hot. It's fucking
Christmas
cool.
cup.
Yeah. But have you noticed that it's green and then it goes red when it...
Yeah. I'm sure that was green.
Yeah, I think I would have noticed, man.
Look, you can just touch my leg if you want. I'll keep doing it twice.
Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for tuning back in. Now, on today's video, we're continuing.
Still on Monday's video, yeah.
All right, cameraman says we're continuing this video. All right, we're changing the heads on these columns. This was a bit of content you saw 2 weeks ago. 2-3 weeks ago, we were doing one of the heads on the other side of the car park. This is now programmed to replace all of them. We've done most of the car park actually. This is literally the third to last fitting to change over. So the weather is turning here. Hopefully we've got enough time to change this one over, but I will demonstrate how we do it. Right, that is called a column dropper. It basically allows you to move big heavy columns without exerting yourself. And that goes in, you lift it up. And you lift it down like that. I have had to get good with spiders, I'll be honest. It's a bit of a balance here. I'm trying to get a move on as well, so I can't spend too much time doing this. But this is what it is. You just have a column dropper. You drop the column like this. I'll show you that end in a second, but basically that's your spigot or whatever you want to call it. And then you've got a pair of Allen keys there, same again there. They come off. Those are the new Sylvania ones there we're putting on. So that is the inside of a column, if you've ever wondered. So you've got your local supply, wherever it is inside the building. That's your armoured, which comes in, goes into a bonding plate like this. That goes into your cutout. So that cutout isn't going to be a 100 amp cutout here. That's because it's not fed from the street. It's just fed from inside. So that'll probably only be on a 10 or a 16 amp fuse or something. And then you've got your baby cutout like that, which you pull out. You've got one fuse for each light fitting on the top of the column. So all I'm waiting for is I'll disconnect the light fitting and then I can pull this out. These light fittings, in fact, let me grab one. You wait here, I'll show you.
12 seconds later.
Same fittings as last time. These are the ones you saw in previous content. As the cameraman's very politely pointed out, episode 1. Those are the ones that we fitted last time. They seem like good fittings, but these are double insulated. They've got, put this down gently without damaging it. These are literally just a 2-core flex, so they're double insulated fittings. So they are a doddle to fit, and the great thing about them is they've got tons of cable. So all we do, I'll show you up here now, we just literally drag this cable down through the column. We'll put a new bit of Copex in, this Copex here, we'll replace it, run it up, put it into our cutout, and Bob's your uncle. Yeah, so these are the old units, the old SON units that are coming out. Yeah, we did most of the car park earlier today, actually. This is literally one of the last columns we've got to do. Okay, so that's the old fittings. They come out like so. And then what we do, we'll use the old cable inside as a draw wire to run it through the pipe. There was a company in West Wales who very kindly are helping me through my highways qualification. And they said you can use a plumb bob, get a little lead weight or something on the end of the plumb line, and you can, if you've pulled it out and forgotten, you can just throw that through to use it as a draw wire if you can't use the old cable for whatever reason. Just give it a good tug. That's it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Just a ton of cable. Keep going, keep going. I've noticed that since we started this works program, this contract, my boss seems to just, I don't know how he does it. It's like he knows my diary. Like I turn up here and like 5 minutes later he's here. I was working at a location out in Essex that was his on Saturday. I was there about 20 minutes in the truck. I was surveying some street lighting, and within about 15 minutes he rang saying, "You're working there, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah." I still don't know how he knew that. I have no idea. Jay's humping the pole.
Yes, Daddy.
You worked too long, mate. Yeah, so the factory bolts that came with this are too small. They're not too small for these spigots. Anyone notice the nervousness on my face when my boss is around? I can't concentrate, and like I really try. It's like being on like, we've been laughing about it all day. It's like being on like a 9-hour driving test. Like you're just permanently scrutinised. I like him, and he's a great guy, and he'll always help. But yeah, when he stands there and he's just like, yeah, what you do? Yeah, for like 9 hours, you try doing that. All right. So a good little tip: get some permanent marker, as I've just learnt from my other boss. Mark the bolts. That way you can see from ground level if they've ever moved. Ready when you are, son? We've got the bolt. And the installation is pretty much the reverse of removal. You lift. That's it. This column dropper isn't actually ours. We got this off another team that's working here. And they were saying that on the larger columns, this is only a baby column, on the larger ones, did you know this? They said don't stand up when you do this, because this is a little bit higher on some of them. And if you really pull it out hard, that comes up and it hits you in the, yeah. So always kneel down when you're doing it. I've got to go to Abacus actually for a training course on different types of column droppers, because this one, apparently there's 5 different types of these, and they're different. The springs are different colours depending on what size column it is that you're dropping. So apparently I've got to go and, they're booking it for me, but apparently I've got to go and do that. But this one this morning is the only one we weren't able to remove. This one, it's just welded shut. Yeah, this one is just welded shut for some reason. Don't know why. That ain't coming out. That is welded solid for some reason. It just won't lift off the pivot. I'm not going to force it because I don't even want to know how much this column dropper was. I'll put a service sheet in for that, but something's got to be done about it.
Do you want a biscuit?
I'm alright, man.
Hello, lads.
Hi, Daddy.
Tom just calls you a perv. Boys, we're going to have to stop for a bit of fuelage.
Okay, Daddy.
You do realise, Jay, that you sound like a proper dirty when you say that.
I know, yeah, that's why I'm saying it, because James hates it. He hates it with a passion. Oh, on the left here, the other day, we saw like 2 crackheads basically have on that bench there.
Well, welcome to Southend, lads.
It's been emotional. Well, if you start pulling out, someone will let you go. Come on, you got to be a bit more ruthless, James. Go on, now. Welcome.
Where you boys disappeared to? You were behind me 2 seconds ago.
James doesn't know how to drive.
I was literally turning right. All you had to do was follow me.
I've gone the wrong way.
James has gone the wrong way, and he wouldn't pull out when the car was about 4 miles away. Now we're in Lidl's car park, and James has stalled.
Honestly, Jill, you pussy.
What? Gee, what is it?
Jail's a pussy.
Oh, it's no engine.
Just
But I'm
spin it.
gone back. I
Do you
don't know
want
where I am.
me to drive?
No, it's fine.
You're in the car park, you've got to go round and come back.
Oh, my bad.
Come on, Jimbo, fix up.
But I'm in a car park. I'm literally in a car park, right? I don't even know where I am.
He's having a shocker, lads.
All you had to do was turn right with me. What I don't understand, Jimbo, what was so hard about it? You know?
You know?
I'll ping you over my live location when we get to the petrol station. Yeah, we'll grab a coffee and wait. It's not like we're in a rush now. We're waiting for you.
Do they sell premium air for the tyres in this place? I need to fill up tyres, but I had a look online. It only says I need premium air.
Jimbo, what the f*** are you on about?
I've been told on the internet, make sure I put premium air in. It costs like 50 quid every 3 PSI or something.
What horse shit are you talking about? Premium air, mate. It'd be cheaper for me to fill the tyres with fart gas.
Right, I would pull out now. You turn right.
I gotta go left back.
You got to
Yeah,
turn
if you
right,
don't pull out, mate, I'm going to have to get in front of you.
You're
So,
going
you know,
right. You're going
little
right.
cheeky
You're going
nudge,
right.
you know, like this.
You're going right.
No point putting you
right
into
and
here,
left.
mate.
Right and
You're showing willing.
Right and then left. You're going up that road there.
Well, let's go left.
No, you're not. You're coming. That's the road we're on here. So you got turn right, go up there into the keep clear bit. I promise you. Make a bit of a move. Yeah, go. Turn right and go into that lane. Yeah. You're sweet.
Jimbo, did you get intimidated there, sir?
I'm coaching him how to drive at the minute, so please bear with us.
Yeah, you see, Jimbo, you see that there, if you look up to your right, you see, there's a couple of them actually, there's one on your left and there's 2 of them on your right. They're red lights. You stop at reds, yeah? So well done, Jimbo.
Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning back in. In today's video, we've got some good stuff coming up. Don't know what it's Monday. Quite interesting stuff. That's coming up about halfway through the video. And at the... No, it's not. It was the wrong way around. Video doing his own content seems to have taken over slowly. What?
So yeah, we'll see you come back in 5 minutes. No, I f***ed that up. Yeah, scrap that. We'll see you again in 5 minutes when I'll get these couple connected up, and then, oh f***ing hell, what's wrong with me? J.O., how's your day going?
I'm alright, did you miss me?
Yeah, of course. Only a quick one.
Hello?
I know, can you hear me? Jay?
James?
Can you hear me?
James?
J.O.
I've lost his snips. I don't know where I've put them.
I'll just strip my hands now.
You've got another pet, right?
Yeah, I do, I got loads, but They're my favourite ones. That's what I'm trying to get across.
Well,
Favourite.
We'll call it quits, but
Yours and you, they were all rusted, and I cleaned them up. They look brand new.
No, they do look quite nice. I mean,
Oiled them out because they were stiff.
oh, brand new, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I had a colour that got missing.
You actually have me on now.
No, I'm not. I genuinely, I haven't lost them. I just put them down somewhere momentarily, and I can't quite remember.
Just
where I
double
put them.
check your pockets.